Hello, good people. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. How you doing? Glad you're on this video with me. Thanks so much for being here. This video is 5 reasons why I stay raw vegan. And you know, if we're looking for validation out in the world, we're never gonna find it. If we're looking for our strength and our wisdom and our next steps in life and creating our success in life, but we're looking for validation from society, from our family and friends, from our colleagues, we're not going to get it. What do they say? Oh, you can never create that. That's not realistic. You can't do that. That's not something that people do. That's not going to happen. You know, people are, low vibration. People are downtrodden by their own life. People are trying to figure out their own success. And if you're trying to excel, if you're trying to create massive movement, momentum, and success in your life, other people are going to look at that and be jealous. They're going to say you can't do it. They're going to be, haters, naysayers. So where does that leave us then? We got to turn inward. We got to find our strength inward. We got to be radically self-referencing. We got to stand on our own 2 feet. We got to be someone who's tapped into our source, our energy, our vision, our future, so we know what we're doing, where we're going, why we're doing it. We got to get convicted. We got to get, a vision so great that no one else can knock us off our path. Ultimately, everybody's going to have haters. If you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. You're not communicating effectively. You're not making enough of a movement. You're not creating enough of a stand in your life. In fact, if you get haters, that's a good thing. So you should look for ways to take a stand, create a dividing line, make a statement, stand up for yourself. That's why I'm raw vegan. And it works. Raw food, radical health, in a society that's sick and dying and diseased. Health is a radical act. And everybody's going to say, no, you can't do that. No, you can't be healthy. No, raw foods will make you sick. Not the animal products and the starches and the processed foods and the high fat diet. No, that'll keep you strong and healthy. But the raw foods, the natural foods, the whole foods, the organic foods, the foods from Mother Nature, the foods from the garden, now those are going to make you sick. Those are going to make you deficient. You can't live on those foods. It's ridiculous. So get convicted about your own truth, your own motivation, your own vision, your own future, your own creation. Stand on your own 2 feet. Stand on your own solid ground. Get convicted, get motivated, and don't let nobody say nothing. That's what I say. So the 5 reasons why I stay raw vegan. 1. Every other source of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals cause congestion and irritation to the body. We think we need nutrients from animal products, but animals get their nutrition from where? From raw foods. And then we eat their flesh and their secretions, but along with that, we're getting this high congesting food with high protein, high fat that irritates the body, high cholesterol. There might be vitamins and minerals and nutrients in animal products, but it's in the plants first, which is where the animals get it. And people say if you eat a raw vegan diet, you're going to be deficient in B12, D3, iodine, and zinc. Those are the big ones, right? But all that comes from our environment and from plants and from our gut synthesizing. B12 comes from bacteria, comes from our gut, comes from well water, comes from organic soil. D3 comes from the sun. Iodine comes from seaweed, sea vegetables. Zinc comes from sprouts. Sprouted lentils are high in zinc. We don't need to eat congesting foods. So if we think that a raw vegan diet means we have to be on supplements, it's because we haven't cleansed ourselves. It's because we got dirty bowels. Dirty bowels creating a lack of absorption and utilization of your food. And if you're eating an animal product-based diet, a high starch-based diet, potatoes, grains, legumes, cooked foods, fried foods, then you're going to be really struggling to get B12 and D3 and iodine and zinc. That's why everybody's taking supplements. The raw vegans don't have to take supplements. The raw vegans know that you can cleanse the bowels. Get your bowels clean and you don't have to take supplements. So I stay on a raw vegan diet, so I don't have to continually clean my bowels. I've already done it. I've already done it once, thoroughly, 40-day juice fast. Now I can stay on raw foods and stay healthy. All right, number 2, our social systems are inherently flawed and cause massive suffering. I'm doing my part to contribute to a better, non-violent way of life. And people think that a raw vegan diet is socially isolating. My God, look at the condition of our society today. People are seriously ostracized. There's genocides happening. There's racism, poverty. The masses are basically oppressed by these slave systems, the corporations, the transnational corporations that rule this world, factory farming of animals. Is that a world that you want to live in? I don't think so. And then we're afraid that a raw vegan diet is going to be socially isolating. Come on, take a stand. Take a stand for reality. Radical health is going to be looked at as crazy when everybody else is in a sick society. Being on the right path, right-minded. These are the people that are going to have fingers pointed at them saying, no, you're the one who's out on the fringe. You're the one who's radical and extreme. I think living in a society that doesn't treat its members well, doesn't uplift, every member of the society, that's radical and extreme. That's the crazy. And I personally don't like it. And I don't think anyone out there watching this video likes it either. So maybe we try a raw vegan diet, get ourselves radically healthy, get inspired by truth, get inspired by nonviolence, and then we can really see where our society goes. That's why I'm committed to a raw vegan diet. Number 3, the convenience of our modern diet is destroying the ecosystem and our health. Convenience means poor health, and I highly dislike thinking in short-term, selfish, and ego-based timelines. People think a raw vegan diet is not convenient. Well, it's not convenient to destroy our ecosystem for these mass processed food, animal-based diets. A vegan diet is going to require less plants to be grown to feed the world's population than if we're feeding animals. 80% of the grain grown in the world goes to feed animals that we eat. So what would we do with that 80% of that grain? It would feed the world's population 10 times over. And we would have to grow less plants, have less environmental destruction. And while we're at it, let's stop processing our food. Let's stop poisoning ourselves with chemicals and GMOs and pesticides and just eat natural organic foods and grow biodynamic gardens that are, sustainable, eco-friendly, biodiverse. So, it's not convenient to eat a raw vegan diet. I think it's convenient to be healthy. I think it's convenient to be right-minded, to be focused on the future, a sustainable future. That creates convenience. All right, let's see. Number 4, our consciousness and our emotional addiction to food borders on obsessive compulsive disorder. We've lost our direction for truth. Yeah, people are afraid of a raw vegan diet because we're going to become, we're going to have like an eating disorder if we just focus on such a limited diet, right? If we restrict our diet so much, we're going to end up with some eating disorder. Who's got the eating disorder? People who are sick and obese and eating fast food every day. These are the foods that cause addiction and craziness in our mind. We need fresh food. We need living, alive food with biophotons, electrical activity, stimulates our hormones and our neurotransmitters, gets our body jazzed up, psyched up to take on life. We can do the dance with life. As life throws stuff our way, we can see it clearly. We can see the path forward. We can see what our destiny is asking us to do, and our intuition tells us where to go. That's what we need to do. Yeah, people think an interest in a raw vegan diet is going to turn into an obsession and an eating disorder. But eating truthfully, eating healthfully will always lead us in the right direction. And I believe a raw vegan diet will cure eating disorders. It will cure addictions. If you've got an eating disorder, try a raw vegan diet. There's no room for eating disorder, you know? Eating healthy is going to completely align our mind, body, and soul, which we desperately need. All right, number 5, changing the microbiome and energy flow through the body takes time and dedication. This isn't a fad diet or for the weekend warrior. You know, when people say they come to a raw vegan diet and they feel like something's always missing and they're always hungry, you know, this is because the microbiome is being changed. We're changing our microbiology. We're changing our physiology. We're changing the electrical flow through our body. We're changing our resonance and our vibration. What do you think's going to happen? We're used to these dense, dead, cooked, denatured foods, animal flesh, animal fat, you know, animal secretions, cheese. You know, getting off that stuff takes a lot of work. So we can't do a raw vegan diet for a week or even a year and think that we have any idea what it's like to eat a raw vegan diet. We feel like something's missing when we're eating raw foods because we're always hungry all the time. How deficient is our sad diet? You know, the standard American diet is the most deficient of all. That's why you see people like struggling with their health, or people going bald, people, you know, with lumpy skin, pale skin, you know. We can see, you know, you can't fake health. You can't fake radiant health. It's either there or it's not, you know. So we have to be careful where we're pointing fingers. You know, we can't blame a raw food diet or a vegan diet for being deficient when the most deficient diet on the planet is obviously our standard cooked foods. So let's get real, you know, let's get real. And I have a bonus. All right, number 6, reason why I'm a raw vegan and why I stay raw. For the animals, we share this planet with other species, didn't you know? And those are sentient, conscious beings just like us. They want to live just like us. They want to be loved just like us. I mean, how many of you have seen the cute little pig videos online of the pig dancing to the music or whatever? You know, we can see the consciousness in those little creatures. We can see how they want to live and be loved and thrive too. You know, the animals aren't here for us to take and use at our will. The animals are sentient and they are conscious and they have a soul just like us. And anyone who believes that animals don't have a soul and they're here to be eaten just because we want to is wrong. And, you know, to be honest, a little bit crazy. And that's arrogant. That's so egotistical to think that we share this planet with 180 billion different species and we're the only ones with a soul. Give me a break. That is total arrogance. So let's get real. Let's live our life to, you know, be kind. Be kind. Bring out our kindness and our empathy and our compassion and our love for all life. Eat a healthy diet. Eat raw foods. Eat a raw vegan diet and trust that it's not deficient because Mother Nature makes it for us. So let's get real, you know? That's why I stay raw. And I've been raw vegan for 2 years. And I'm loving it. I'm very grateful every single day. And I don't see any reason why I would go back to a deficient diet that poisons me and causes congestion in my body, instead of invigorating my body, instead of invigorating my mind, keeping me light, keeping me nimble, keeping me on my toes, keeping me connected to my highest intuition, where I can really feel and do that dance with life. And as life throws me challenges, and as life throws me, you know, burdens and chaos like it does, I'm prepared and I'm ready and I can see the pathway before me. I can stay on track and I can stay in integrity. You know, my actions and my value systems are completely aligned. I live in complete alignment with my values, and that feels good. It feels really good to know that I love animals and I don't eat them at the same time. And that means I truly love animals and I'm truly extending nonviolence and love to the world I live in and to everything around me. So thank you so much for being on this video. Please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. So if you're working on creating success for yourself, but you're eating meat and you're thinking that you get to just do whatever you want and that it doesn't matter and that the lives of those animals are here for us and it doesn't matter and we have to live on them anyway, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. The future of humanity includes the well-being of all animals, and there's no way for us to get around it. Until we adopt a vegan way of living for our society on this planet, we're gonna be stuck. We're gonna be stuck exactly where we are. That includes meat, dairy, and eggs. So give it up now and let's get on with it.